For people in Arkansas today, a possible tornado went through Little Rock within the last couple of hours. Trees are down, roofs are off of homes, and cars totally flipped over.
And we are getting new images by the minute, not only in Arkansas, but in Iowa as well. Mark, this system looks very strong, and that's pretty widespread when you're talking almost to Minnesota.
Yeah, and I do want to mention, if you saw me looking down, the Storms Prediction Center has noted now for our area that an 80% probability of issuing some type of a watch. My belief is that it is very likely this would be a tornado watch for our area. Let's see, tornado watch very likely to be issued within the hour for our area. This is expected, but it is very important to note that it is a very high likelihood that we will get a tornado watch for our area. Wind advisory in effect 8 p.m. tonight through 5 p.m. tomorrow. 8 p.m. tonight through 5 p.m. tomorrow. And you can see we've got high risks of severe weather to our west. As noted, Little Rock's already been struck. There's a tornado going north of Memphis right now. Iowa is getting crushed by multiple tornadoes right now. This is a high-end event, and I don't know if there's any other way to put this. When you look into our area, it is clear the higher risk is to the west. That is very obvious by the colors here. You see the moderate in the northern part of our area, and then we've got the enhanced covering the rest of the area. My just honest opinion on this is along and west of I-65 is the greatest chance of destructive winds and isolated tornadoes. I do think that we would see the intensity coming down somewhat as it passes I-65, but I still think it's important to note that I think we're going to see severe weather on both sides. A lot of lightning strikes heading into Cincinnati on elevated thunderstorms. We've got some rain with lightning as we go into the land between the lakes. And you can see two areas. Notice north of Memphis, the confirmed tornado, and then you can see near St. Louis. So these are multi-lines that'll move across our area, which quite frankly makes it a little complicated. Louisville right now, 66. You're like, Mark, that dew point's not high enough. And that's why this initial line is not severe. So then, Mark, when does the dew point get high enough? After 9. Advanced track shows it's not a big concern before 8. You'll notice at 9, we're okay. You'll notice in the western part of our area, it's rapidly increasing by 11, and you can see moving through Louisville sometime between 11 and midnight. As I mentioned, you've got to have a severe weather safety plan. Along and west of 65 looks like the greatest threat, but I'm going to walk the line across the entire area and talk about your location in 10 minutes.
And utility companies have a plan. Power crews across the area on standby. LG&E has 40 crew centers across the state. A spokesperson says the power company is focused on the western and central parts of the state. We're told there is an added threat with this storm, and that's the loose branches from the rough weather at the beginning of March. The winds were intense, and thousands, of course, lost power for days.
And I know in my yard I had some trees come loose, branches come down, but a lot of times you have some other loose limbs that haven't come down yet. So if we see some strong wind gusts, there's potential for those branches to come down, to fall into power lines, and to impact service.
Duke Energy taking similar precautions on the other side of the river.
And we're keeping an eye in particular on the potential for straight line winds that can bring down trees, limbs, and power lines. So just encourage folks, if you're a Duke Energy customer, to make preparations now.
Both power companies recommend charging your phones now and having a preparedness kit ready, which should include a flashlight and fresh batteries.
Louisville kids healing from trauma got the opportunity of a lifetime learning about horses. WDOB's Christy Batista shows us a nature-based therapy approach.